Andrew Hutchings here, still not a licensed physician, still never giving medical advice, purely educational and informational. And this video is about the common cold. You know, the common one that's been going around for a couple years now. I mean, that's actually a really fitting name for it because it is so common now. And it's going to be with us forever, in case you didn't know. Some people don't realize that. They think like it's going to go away eventually. It's not. I don't know why people think it's going to go away. But it's not ever going away, just so you know. Like, there's no reason why it would go away. It's simply going to be around forever. The difference is eventually people are going to realize that it's not going away and that you just got to live with it. Life goes on. It's just going to keep changing. It's going to most likely become less deadly because it stays in circulation better when it's less deadly, or at least when the death is more delayed from the onset and the ability to spread. However, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to say what I do when I get it, the common cold, and why I do it. So I think I have made another YouTube video like a year ago. Crazy to think that it was like not a year, like 10 months ago. But crazy to think that it was already like 10 months ago. And I talk about how I take ivermectin and Gavirin, aspirin, all my vitamins. I take a lot of vitamins all the time, but I take even more of them when I get COVID. Like, I up my vitamins. I said the word. I meant the common cold. And when I get the common cold, I up my vitamin C to like 5, 6, who knows, maybe 7 grams per day. I up my vitamin D to 30, 40,000 IUs per day, although I've been taking that much per day for a long time now because I got this vitamin D at Target when I was back home. And my mom had bought this vitamin D. Not exactly this one, but one that was 2,000 IUs in the same looking bottle. And I was eating hers back at home in California. And then I went to the store before I came here to Belarus, and I saw the 5,000 IU one and thinking, that's more in the same size bottle, so it's better for me to pack that than to pack the 2,000 IU one. Like, why waste space? But I guess I packed a 2,000 IU. Like, I don't know why I bought a 2,000 IU bottle, or maybe I brought the one from my house in California. But when I first got here, I had a 2,000 IU bottle. And then I ran out and I took out this bottle, and it looks the same. So I never actually read it, but it's 5,000 IUs. And I was taking like at least 10, but generally like 15,000 IUs with the 2,000 one. So when I switched to 5,000, you gotta multiply that by 2.5. So I was taking like 25, 35,000 IUs per day. But yeah, when I get the common cold, I up certain vitamins, but very important is that I take 40 milligrams of ivermectin, which for me is about 1/2 of a milligram per kilogram of body weight. And I split that between 2 doses, morning and night, oral. It comes in injectable form. It's for animals. But I'm an animal. One of my classmates jokes that it's because I'm an animal, like, in a good sense. I'm a beast, so I need the animal stuff. So I take that ivermectin, I take 90 milligrams of Gavirin, because it comes in 90 milligram pills, and seems to be enough of a dose to get enough of it floating around your body that it can bind to enough stuff that it's an effective dose. I don't know exactly with the common cold, but with the flu, it's saturated your body enough, 90 milligrams, that it works. it works as much as it works. Like, it's not like it magically wipes it out, but it seems to help. I also now have some old cell Tamiflu. I have not taken that in the past, but in the future I would probably just take that also. And you may be going, why are you taking all these medications when you get the common cold? And it's not that I'm so afraid that I'm gonna die from the common cold. And I'm not afraid of the common cold. I'm not wearing a mask anywhere. I think spreading fear is more dangerous than the common cold. Spreading fear, when people are fearful, they make bad decisions. When everybody makes bad decisions, the world turns into a very bad place. Plus, it's no way to go through life in fear. However, the common cold does do damage to the human body. It causes a lot of inflammation. It causes lack of blood supply due to vasoconstriction and blood clotting. You couple that with the inflammation, not a good recipe for cellular health. It means cellular damage and death. So I try to minimize the viral load and how long my body is exposed to it. That's why I take all these medications, because if I'm gonna get sick with it, I want to minimize the damage done to my body. It does do damage. But I'm not a fear-mongerer. I hate fear-mongering. I don't believe we should change anything about what we do because of this common cold. Certainly shouldn't restrict freedom due to it. But it does cause widespread cellular damage. And that may sound like, oh, cellular damage causes widespread damage to your body. Your brain, your testicles, your intestine, everything. Sadly, it actually might be doing the most damage to your reproductive organs. The thing is, that's harder to notice. Brain damage people notice very easily. When you can't remember things, or like your brain isn't working as good, you're like, yeah, my brain just isn't working. But you don't notice so much when your testicles don't work as good until you go to have a child and you can't have a child. Or who knows, maybe you manage to have a child, but it comes out not so good. I don't think it would affect that so much, but I do think it would affect your ability to have a child in the first place. It does cardiac damage, lung damage, but again, you feel the brain damage the most. I feel the brain damage, and I've gone through a lot in my life. I'm not going to outline what I've gone through. I've been pretty much dead, and I noticed the most brain damage from the common cold. So yeah, I'm certainly going to take as many medications as I can every time I get it to minimize the damage, because if it's doing that to your brain, it's doing that to the rest of your body as well, considering the way it works. So I do advise, well, I can't advise anything because I don't have a medical license. I believe in taking medications to limit the viral load whenever I get infected. And it seems like pretty much most people will get infected, at least if you're in a high population density area, or like you ride on metro packed with other people all the time, probably gonna get infected once or twice, maybe even 3 times a year. Now, if you live in a less crowded area, you don't ride public transportation stuff, who knows, you might only get infected once every couple years, once every few years. And of course, it depends on your genetics, your immune system, everything. But I certainly want to minimize the damage done to my body. That's why I take all that stuff. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Check out my other videos, andrewhutchings.org for consultations, coaching, whatever, on training, on diet, on supplements, on special supplements. But you don't need those ones. You can get in shape without them. I'm a natural bodybuilder. My Instagram is natural_true_fitness. Check it out. Check out what you can achieve naturally. My website is andrewhutchings.org, where you can hire me for those consultations and stuff. And I've got a book on tendinitis. I recommend if you have tendinitis, you open up a new tab, go on Amazon, type in A Systematic Guide to Defeating Tendinitis by Andrew Hutchings. Find the fastest shipping option, you get it ASAP, you stop being in pain, start enjoying life again, because you only got one life, you only got so much time, you don't get time back. Start enjoying your life. Please like, subscribe, and comment.